Hey everybody, welcome to what is possibly the last episode of Doki Doki Literature Club. Today, we're going for the best ending of the game. That is what we're doing. So there's going to be a whole lot of skipping. There's going to be a whole lot of skipping and speed ups in this, and I hope you guys don't mind. Because we got to go through all three girls. We got to redo Sayori, which is, I've already done the first two poems. This is the third one. Just got to click on Wonderful there. This might be the last one because even though I've been told that there's another ending if you edit the game code and stuff like that, I can't find any of that. I've been looking around. I can't find the information. So, if this is, then this has been a really fun ride. If not, then can somebody send me it? Send me what I need to be doing to do that, because I'm really not sure. Alright, so let's get into this. So we're doing Sayori's. The reason why I'm starting here is because we have to choose. Nope, we're skipping. We have to choose Yuri. We already did Natsuki in the main series when we did all of this. So let's start Sayori there. Skip. Okay. So it's just like that. So yeah, this was such an interesting game, and it's honestly been on my mind quite a bit. It is. It's definitely not what you'd expect, right? I mean, I totally wasn't expecting people hanging themselves and stuff like that. And it works so well because it's like, oh, only you and the president know exactly what's going on at the time. Because we saw that Sayori had all this power in the president's position and stuff like that. We gotta go with Yuri. Alright, well, I'll probably go, I'll finish talking about that after. Well, I'll probably be most useful helping out Yuri. Me? Are you serious? Why would you? Natsuki, I can already tell you're about to say something mean. No, I was just saying, no. So you'll be helping Yuri then, Nick? Yeah, that's what I'm gonna be doing. I'm glad. I have a bad habit of overthinking these sorts of things. So I think your assistance will be very useful. That's great to hear. Natsuki, will you be able to handle the baking yourself? I mean, yeah, I already said I would be fine. Alright. Everyone can tell that Natsuki's feeling a little sour. I don't blame her. By the way, it's in windowed mode right now on purpose, so that we can get to the files easier without black screens and stuff like that. So I hope you guys don't mind. So, is that everything we need to go over? Yeah, that should be about it. Are you guys excited? Well, excited might not be the right word, but I suppose we're looking forward to it a little bit. Do you feel the same way, Nick? Me? Yeah, I guess you could say I'm interested to see how it'll turn out. That's good enough for me. What about you, Natsuki? Natsuki? What? Why is everyone yelling at me? I didn't even do anything. No, that's not what I meant at all. Yuri anxiously glances between everyone in the room. Oh, I'm sorry for this. I really don't know why Nick picked me. And also, your cupcakes are the best cupcakes I've ever had. They go really well with my tea, and nothing I do for the event will compare to that, so, I get it. I'm kind of surprised, though. Why? Well, I'm the one acting immature. I already know that. But you're trying to cheer me up all of a sudden? I know I'm not very good at it. I'm sorry if I said something bad. Natsuki isn't the only one surprised. Monica and I are also taken aback by Yuri's words. But she already has trouble with words, trying to cheer someone up must be far out of her comfort zone. But I begin to understand. Yuri was trying to sound like Sayori. Even if it didn't work perfectly, I could tell she tried to say something Sayori would say at a time like this. Because Sayori always helps everyone smile and feel good about themselves. I think we already read this stuff. No! I kinda appreciated it. I'm sorry for making a big deal. Oh, nothing. But I'm going to say this. Question mark. You better bet that my cupcakes are going to be the best part of the whole event. I believe you. Yeah, I hope to see everyone do their best. But with that, there's nothing more for today. So I guess it's time for us to head out. Alright, let's get out of here. Everyone packs up their things. I start to follow Monica and Natsuki out the door as they chat between each other. I turn around. Sorry, I realize I don't have any way of contacting you this weekend. Oh, you're right. I can't believe that slipped my mind. Should I give you my phone number? I think that would be the best way, yes. Alright then, Yuri and I exchange phone numbers. Okay, well, I'll be stopping by your house on Sunday. Huh? My house? Is that a problem? No, not at all. I just thought I would be the one going to your house since I'm the one helping you. I suppose that makes sense. But if you don't mind, I think I'd prefer going to your house. Alright, in that case, it won't be a problem. I decided not to press Yuri for a reason. It's not like it should matter much either way, so I'll just need to make sure my room is clean. I hope I manage to make myself useful in some way. I'm not nearly as creative as you are. Don't underestimate yourself, Nick. I think that will make a very productive team, even if you only chose me because you felt bad or something. Wait, you don't actually think that, do you? I don't know. It's difficult to come up with any other reason you may have chosen me. You're forgetting the one reason with the most common sense. I chose to help you because that's what I want to do. But, Yuri thinks to herself with an extremely tense expression. Yuri, you're overthinking this. You wanted me to point out what you're overthinking, right? I didn't realize. Sorry for the yawning. I'm telling you, I want to. That's all there is to it. Do you believe me? Yuri thinks really hard again. She looks straight into my eyes for a long while. I believe you. It's as if it took her a tremendous effort. Yuri finally says that and relaxes her expression. I'm really looking forward to Sunday. Yeah, I am too. After that exchange, I make my way out the door, and Yuri follows. Alright, so we missed a little bit of thing. Yuri! Thank goodness. You're a little early. I'm sorry I wasn't home yet. Were you waiting for a long time? No, I just got here. I started to get really nervous when nobody answered the doorbell. You always could have texted me. If I had known, I would have reassured you and hurried more on my way home. I suppose that's true. I didn't think of that for some reason. It should be common sense to do that, but I decided to ignore it. Oh, that was Yuri's voice, sorry. Anyway, let's go inside. I see you brought a lot of stuff with you. That's right. And did you manage to find everything I asked you to buy as well? Yeah, pretty much. At least I hope I got everything right. I'm sure it'll be fine. I take Yuri to my room. First thing she does is glance around curiously, which makes me feel anxious. It's so clean. I cleaned it before we came over, so that's very considerate of you. No, I would be really embarrassed for my room to be a mess while you were here. Well, I do enjoy cleaning. I would have gladly helped you clean. That would be even more embarrassing. Wait, don't look in there! I snatch Yuri's wrist, which was in the process of opening a desk drawer of mine. I was gonna say some. I don't know. It's my 7 Deadly Sins fan fiction. There you go. I'm sorry. I wasn't thinking for some reason. I was just spacing out. It's fine. I let go of Yuri's wrist. She puts both of her hands firmly in her lap, as if making sure she's keeping track of them. So, should we get started? I did the mix of. I'm really off. I'm off today, and I'm sorry about that. Even in like my recordings, like it's a weird day. I'm off today, so I'm sorry. But I need to do this because I have so much I need to do. All right. Yes. I have a few things planned that you can help with. Decorations and other atmospheric enhancements. You know, mood lighting, aromatherapy candles. Oh wow, I didn't know you planned on taking it that far. Of course, I want to help take our guests to a faraway place, although many of us will stop by just out of curiosity. And for cupcakes, I guess. I'm determined to provide an experience that will leave them wanting more. That's great. It's easy to forget that you're a pretty intense person. Intense? I guess that's the best way to put it. Is that a bad thing? No, not at all. It's something that I like about you, actually. Is that so? That makes me feel so relieved. Kind of happy. Yeah, no need to be so anxious. You can relax a little. Relax? I brought some things for relaxation. I was gonna use them during the poetry event. Oh yeah? Like what? Let's see. Yuri rummages through her bag. She pulls out a few candles and a wooden cylinder-shaped object. I did some shopping on the way here, so I happen to have these in my bag. I plan to cover the windows in black paper and use the candles to light the room. I think that'd be amazing, don't you? Yeah, that would be really neat. What's that wooden thing, though? Oh, this? It's a diffuser for essential oils. How familiar are you with aromatherapy? Not familiar at all. Ah, is that so? It's one of my favorite contributors to a positive atmosphere. Depending on the oils or herbs you choose, you can change the mood of the air itself. You can even feel it permeate through your body. Relaxation, positive energy, romance, reflection. It's almost like magic. Yuri takes the cylinder and pushes a switch on the bottom. It's just a moment. In just a moment, a thin ray of vapor begins to spout through a small hole in the top. Wow, that smells wonderful. What kind of mood is that one for? This is jasmine essential oil. It smells a little sweet and flowery, right? Yeah, that's a good way to describe it. I chose jasmine for the event because it provides more than relaxation. Jasmine enhances your emotions and helps you feel them flow through your body. You feel warmer, your heart pounds more heavily. Don't you think that would be perfect for sharing our poems? Does sound suitable, but you do seem to know a lot about this, so I'll trust your opinion with anything. Yuri smiles gently, clearly enjoying herself. She again reaches into her bag and pulls out several spools of thin ribbon. What are those for? Well, did you purchase the origami paper I asked you to get? Yeah, I have it over here. We won't be using the paper for folding origami. What I'd like to do is write a different word on each paper. We'll need about 100 of them. Oh yeah? What will that be used for? Well, I'm going to cut pieces of ribbon to hang in the doorway of the classroom. Then we can fasten the paper into ribbons to create a doorway curtain. Wouldn't that be beautiful? It would also catch the eye of those passing by the room. It may attract some to peek inside. That's really creative. I had no idea you'd be so good at this, Yuri. Is that so? Well, I suppose I get a little intense, as you put it. Yuri giggles with red cheeks. Is it just me, or is she more relaxed than when it's just the two of us? I'm getting comfortable, that's why. Or maybe it's the excitement she feels from sharing something that she enjoys. Here's a marker, Nick. You can write any characters you want. I'll help you once I finish cutting the ribbons. Alright. Sitting on the floor together, the two of us get to work. I carefully draw a different character on each paper, doing my best to manage my bad handwriting. Yuri unravels a long strand of ribbon to her desired length. Then she reaches into her bag once more and pulls out a pocket knife. The knife is strangely beautiful. The silver handle has an intricate pattern of waves etched into it. The blade itself is gently tinted blue. That's no ordinary pocket knife. It looks really fancy. Well, embarrassed, Yuri looks away. What is it? You're gonna think it's weird. Yuri, whatever it is, I have no reason to judge. To each their own, you know? If you promise you won't be weirded out. Yeah, I promise. Alright, the thing is, I'm kind of into knives. They're just so pretty. I can't help it. I don't know what it is. The combination of craftsmanship and feeling of danger, maybe? Ooh, what am I saying? Please don't think I'm weird for this. You're laughing at me. No, I'm not laughing at you. It's just funny how nervous you get when you get about sharing. It's an interesting thing to be into, I guess. But I think it kind of suits you. Suits me? Yes, kind of intense. Besides, it's a really cool looking knife. I can't deny that. It is, isn't it? Yuri relaxes her expression once again. Would you like to hold it? Sure, I'll check it out. Yuri carefully hands me the knife with the handle facing me. I take it and turn it around in my hands. It feels heavy, extremely solid. Where do you even get a knife like this? Curious of its sharpness, I feel the point of the knife with my index finger. Ow! Nick, why'd you do that? I didn't expect it to be that sharp. Barely touched it at all. It's my fault. I should have warned you. This knife is extremely sharp. It can cut through skin like it's paper. Come on now. Right. Oh no! A small drop of blood trickles down the side of my finger. Yuri takes my hand and gives the wound a closer look. She stares at it and noticeably fidgets. If you're squeamish, I'll go wash it off now. Without warning, Yuri puts my finger in her mouth and licks the wound. What's with the finger licking between these two? And Nitsuki, I mean the two cutscenes. I feel her tongue curl around my finger. Startled, I instinctively pull my hand back. Oh, please forgive me. I wasn't thinking. Yuri lowers her head, her face burning up. Yuri, that's the most embarrassing thing I've ever done. How could I do something like that? I'm sorry. I'm sure it was a little weird, and it took me by surprise, but I guess she was just trying to help, right? Yuri, I think you're overreacting a little. She doesn't lift her head. What if she doesn't recover from this for the rest of the afternoon? Alright, you know what? This might be a stupid thing to do, but I do it anyway. I take Yuri's hand and lick her index finger in return. I mean, it's kind of like that. You saw mine, now show me your type deal. I don't know. Nick, did you really just do that? Now we're even. Yuri just looks at me like I did something wrong. I knew that would be a bad idea. If not for the sweet aroma of jasmine oil, the air would be extremely heavy right now. You're so weird, Nick. Yuri giggles shyly. Yuri calling me weird? I have no response to that. Where do you keep your bandages? I don't think I need one, actually. It's a tiny cut. Look, it already stopped bleeding. I see. That's relieving. The tension is quickly lifted. We each resume our respective activities. I watch Yuri's knife cut through the ribbon like it's nothing but air. Meanwhile, I continue to make progress on the paper. After we finish attaching the paper to the ribbons, we lay them all out side by side. Looks better than I expected. It'd be very effective as a door curtain. Looks great. Good thinking coming up with this, Yuri. Ah, thanks. It's just something I saw online, really. Are you ready to move on to the next task? Yeah, let's do it. What do you have in mind? I'd like to create a banner. That's why I asked you to buy some paint tablets. Oh, that's right. One of the items Yuri had asked me to buy was a kit of watercolor paint tablets. We'll need about 6 cups of water to put each of the tablets in. Do you mind fetching those for us? Of course not. 6 cups of water. And remember, when you have these pellets, you don't want to have big cups of water. You want tinier cups of water. Otherwise, you got really washed out colors. It's kind of like painting eggs and stuff like that, you know? So just a heads up for you water painters. I'll be right back in a minute. Thank you very much. Oh, and just a little bit of water is okay. If you feel the cup's too much, it'll be diluted. Darn it. She was going to beat me to it. I beat her to it, though. Taking Yuri's advice, I decided to use small plastic bathroom cups rather than full-size glasses. I put them on a plate to catch any paint that drips, then bring it back to my room. Yuri? Yes? I come to see Yuri quickly unrolling her sleeve, pulling it back over her arm. Oh. Nothing. Her face is a little red. Is it too hot in here or something? No, not at all. There's nothing wrong, so let's mix the paint. Yuri hurriedly dismisses me and takes it upon herself to unwrap the tablets, dropping them into the cups. So, I thought we would do something simple that would look very nice. I'd like to paint a gradient across the banner, starting with the colors for sunrise and daytime, then sunset and nighttime. Yeah, and also for watercolors, that's kind of why you just take a little bit of water on your brush, and then you put it onto the kit, and just swirl. That's why you're not using a cup of water. Okay. Once it dries, I'll write an inspirational quote across the banner. We can hang it on the wall behind the podium at the front of the classroom. Ah, neat. What are you gonna write? Well, it'll be more fun to surprise you. Yuri smiles at me. If you say so. After rolling up the banner, Yuri and I kneel on opposite sides so we don't get in the way of each other. Yuri uses a brush and adds a few dots of different colors across the banner to serve as a color guide when we paint. This kind of reminds me of elementary school. Painting on a banner with watercolors feels a lot like art class projects we had back then. That's projects I had in grade 12. They're actually kind of fun, not gonna lie. It's relaxing. I'm sorry if this feels too childish. No, I didn't mean that at all. It's kind of fun, you know? Yeah, it is fun. I'm glad you feel that way too. Yuri stops painting for a moment, thinking to herself. For me, I don't need to go out and do crazy things to have fun. In fact, I usually don't even want to. I'm with you, Yuri. I just like when I can spend time with one other person. No, I prefer to be alone. Even if it's something simple like reading, it doesn't even matter if we don't talk much. Just having a friend next to me makes things feel a little nicer. I think that's all it takes for me to be happy. You know, I think that's one reason why this game works so well. It's that you could see a little bit of the common traits that we all have in each of the girls, you know? At least for myself, Yuri here, with not wanting to go out and stuff like that, and kind of saying sorry all the time and stuff like that. I do that stuff all the time. Kidding me? You got Natsuki with the cupcakes and baking. It's I love that stuff. And then you got Sayori with trying to make sure everything's positive and don't worry about me. Focus on you. Make sure you're happy. All right? I think that's why this game works so well. Absolutely. They knew what they were. I can't remember who wrote this, the game, but props to them, right? There's so many layers to this that it's not even about the glitching or the game files or the fact that the presidency role brings out a bunch of knowledge and stuff like that and power for each of the characters. There's that sub-layer of the characteristics of who they are and the words that you choose and stuff like that, you know? Alright. Is that so? Even if Yuri and I are quite different, I can't understand where she's coming from. I feel that way about things like anime and games, where simply sharing the experience with someone can make me happy. I think I feel the same way. Yuri smiles gently. I knew you'd understand. Yuri leans over the banner to grab an unused paintbrush. but I move at the same time, causing my head to bump into hers. Yeah, I'm sorry. Yuri reels back, and I quickly lift my hands in surprise. Are you hurt? No, I'm not hurt. It's just throwing me, that's all. Sorry, I should have asked you to get it for me. It's not your fault. Your face. There are droplets of paint on Yuri's face and neck. Is there something on my face? Yeah, I accidentally got paint on you. Sorry, it's totally my fault. I'll get a towel right away. I rush out and fetch a small towel, then I dampen it with hot water. I return to my room and kneel back in front of her. Oh, that's a pretty picture. Here. I pat down Yuri's face and neck with the towel. Is something wrong? It's hot. I just didn't expect it. Sorry, I didn't want to use cold water. Having finished, I started to retract my hand, but Yuri suddenly holds my wrist. Wait. Just for a little longer. It feels really nice. I keep my hand still against Yuri's neck. She looks into my eyes. It's an intense expression that I recognize from when she reads her books. Almost as if she's lost in a daze, enveloped by her own thoughts. She breathes gently, half through slightly parted lips. What is happening? Is it the aroma of the jasmine oil giving me this dizzy feeling? Yuri's gentle fingers wrapped around my wrists send a tingling sensation through my arm, and suddenly, her face seems to be much closer to mine than it was a moment ago. Yuri slowly pulls away. Sorry, I've been feeling a little lightheaded today. I didn't mean to space out. It's fine. It's okay. The moment is over as soon as it began. Yuri picks up her brush again, but her movements seem clumsier, like she's unable to focus. I remain silent, forced to ignore the event that just transpired. I hesitantly retrieve my own brush and continue following Yuri's example. That should do it. I finish fulfilling the night sky with white dots that look like stars. Looking at the banner as a whole, it's very pretty and natural looking. I think it came out better than I expected. I'm really happy with the results. Yeah, me too. Are you going to add to the lettering now? Not yet. It needs to dry first. That's true. Won't it take a while? Well, perhaps it would be best to leave it here. Then you have to bring it in the morning. I can do lettering in the classroom before the event starts. Is that okay? Yeah, no, that's totally fine. Wonderful. In that case, I don't think there's anything more for us to do here. Phew. Yeah, you sound like you're glad it's over. Was I wrong to assume that you were at least enjoying yourself a little bit? No, it's not that. I'm just glad that we managed to get everything done. I see. I am too. I was a little concerned about time. I need to start making dinner soon. So you don't have any time left. I was secretly hoping we would have extra time after finishing the work. Well, Yuri thinks to herself, I think it would be too irresponsible for me to wait much longer. I'm sorry. I was hoping there would be more time as well. It's probably my fault. Sorry for being such a slow worker. No, it's not your fault at all. And the important thing is that we got everything done right. Yeah. So, I shouldn't be disappointed or anything. Gathering all her things, Yuri seems to look a little more downcast. I understand why. Sounds like she rarely gets the opportunity to spend time with friends in a relaxed environment. But that doesn't mean this is the last time it can happen. Once Yuri packs up, I walk out the front door. Thank you very much for having me today. No problem. I'm glad I was able to help. Just let me know if there's anything else you need me to bring tomorrow. I will. Well then. Yuri fidgets. Spinners. I guess I'll see you tomorrow. Wait. I kind of say without thinking. About today. It's fine that we didn't have as much time as we wanted, because we could do this again. Whenever you want. You can come over. We can go somewhere. I forgot you don't like going out much. I stumble over my words. Yuri simply smiles bashfully. Anyway, you know what I'm trying to say, so... You're very thoughtful, Nick. Yuri takes a step closer to me, then briefly squeezes my hand. I kind of like that about you. Well, how am I supposed to respond to that? I don't even get a chance to, as Yuri slowly pulls back. Sayori! Hi, Nick. Sayori. Just now we weren't... Okay, we know what's happening here. So, what we need to do is we need to go up to the option, this option right here. And we have to choose I love you, alright? Alright, we're going to choose I love you. Better not be skipping. Alright, good. I love you. Those are my true feelings. So we got to keep clicking. And now we need to get up to this scene right here, alright? Alright, once you get to the CG image of Sayori hugging you, reload your save. Okay, so I don't know exactly if this is new. I might be... if you guys are seeing this, then it is new. Alright, so basically she's offering to lend us one of her books. Alright, Where did this volume leave us off again? I forget. Chapter ended when Minori and Alice found Monica! Natsuki's voice resonates out from inside the closet. I peer inside. All of Natsuki's books are lined up on the top shelf. Did you move my manga again? Why did I say it like that? Sound like Valley Girl. Sorry. The teacher got mad at me for taking up so much space in her closet, so I had to move some stuff around and clean up after a little bit. It's all still there. It just had to be organized a bit. Top shelf is far above Natsuki's head. She makes a futile hop, trying to figure out how to reach her manga. Jeez, this is so inconvenient. I'm moving these all back down. There's plenty of room on these shelves. Besides, they're really pretty to look at when they're all lined up. Why would you waste on the top shelf? She's not wrong. Books are always nice when you have the full thing and you got them all lined up. Natsuki, there's a stool on the wall there. In the closet, there's a collapsible stool that's hanging on the wall. If you want, I could reach up there and hand them to you. I can get them myself. Natsuki grabs the stool from the wall and unfolds it. You think I'm too short or something? I mean, I knew it. Well, you know what? Just watch me. Natsuki hops on the stool, which ends up being a little wobbly because of its collapsible design. Be careful. I already know what I'm doing. Standing on the stool, Natsuki's fingertips reach the top shelf. Okay, I thought I started streaming this instead of recording. I got scared for a moment. Alright, the stool would be enough for me to easily grab the books, but Natsuki's being stubborn as usual. Why'd I do it in her voice? Natsuki uses her fingertips to scoot one of the smaller boxes to the edge of the shelf. See? Kya! The box suddenly tips. Natsuki barely catches it before it falls on the floor. The stool wobbles. Wah! Losing balance, Natsuki hops off the stool. Thankfully, she was able to stay on her feet. She holds the box triumphantly. They're there. Having almost felt Natsuki is a bit shaken up. Jeez, no need to prove yourself to me. There's no way you'll be able to get the bigger boxes like that. I can reach them, so just... I said I could do it. I don't want your help, okay? I'm gonna get a chair, so just hang on. Natsuki forces her way past me out of the closet. Let's see. The classroom chairs are with the desks attached, so they're too inconvenient to fit into the closet. Aha! Natsuki trots over to the teacher's desks, which has a computer chair behind it. She rolls it on its wheels back to the closet. It's a little dangerous as the chair swivels and rolls. I've already learned my lesson, so I keep my mouth shut. Natsuki climbs into the chair, then slowly bounces onto her feet. She then refuses my help. I take a seat with my back against the side of the doorway and simply watch. Aha! There we go. See, I can easily do it now. Natsuki grabs a stack of manga and bends down to put it on the shelf below. The chair swivels. Natsuki catches herself on the shelf. What are you doing? Can you at least hold the chair steady instead of sitting and doing nothing? Who was it that told me not to help? I think it was Natsuki. Yeah, I gotcha. I hold the chair while Natsuki reaches back up. I can almost see up her skirt. Yeah. I force myself to turn away. Natsuki seriously didn't think this through. Once she realizes, I'll be dead. Natsuki wraps her arms around the Parfait Girls box set, easily the largest one on the shelf. Heavy. Nick, I don't think I can bend down without falling. Hurry and take this. But then I have to let go of the chair. That's fine. Just for a second. Hurry up. All right. Let me just stand up. I slowly release my grip from the chair. What do you mean stand up? Natsuki looks down at me. Why are you all the way back? Natsuki looks like she just realized something. She'll lose her balance if she moves. Natsuki! The box! What are you looking at? What are you trying to look at? My... Natsuki's legs shake. I'm not. I was just... Natsuki, don't try to move. Just give me the box. You perv! You set me up. No, go away. Get out. But... I'll do it myself. The chair suddenly swivels beneath Natsuki's feet. Natsuki! Yeah! The scene turns to chaos in a split second. The chair flies from under Natsuki's feet. Frantically, I try to catch her. The box topples out of her hands and the books go flying. I got you! Crash. The full force of Natsuki's body against me throws us to the ground. A whole bunch of books pelt me in the face. Natsuki tries to shield herself with her own arms as her face lands straight on my chest. My right arm and back seriously felt the impact. Slowly, Natsuki comes to her senses. She presses her arm straight into me to prop herself up. Natsuki seems to realize that it's not the floor that's beneath her. Gross, gross. A fist pounds into my chest. Natsuki then hoists herself to her feet. What were you thinking? You sicko! Everything okay over here? I heard a loud noise. Monica suddenly peers in. Monica! Let's see what happens when you put the manga on the top shelf. Are you trying to kill your club members or something? Jeez! Sorry. Oh, and one more thing. It seems like your most recent club member is a total pervert. So I hope you're happy. I didn't! Somehow it's impossible for me to explain this whole bizarre situation to Monica. I didn't do anything, I swear. I know, don't worry. Monica says that quietly to me. Looks like I'm off the hook. Oh no, my... I look down. Natsuki's kneeling on the floor, holding one of the books that are scattered all over. There's a large diagonal crease across the page that she's desperately trying to smooth out. It must have landed on the page. Natsuki tries a bit more to fix the crease, but she can't get it out. Suddenly, she gives up and slams the book shut, then throws it to the floor. Instead of continuing to yell, she just lowers her head. Natsuki, are you... No! Natsuki's voice squeaks. I can see tears on her face. I'll help get the crease out, okay? It's partially my fault, so... Natsuki shakes her head, still looking down. No, I don't even care that much. I'm just having a really bad day today. Natsuki sobs again. I didn't mean to take it out on you. I really didn't mean to. It's fine. Is there anything you want to talk about? Natsuki shakes her head. Just every day is so hard. I just want to come to the club and... Natsuki falls silent again. I can't press her, so I can only do what I know how to do. Alright. Well, I'll help clean this up. I'll move the rest of the manga for you. I pick up volume 2 of Parfait Girls. We'll set this one aside. This'll help cheer you up a bit, right? We can get started on it once I'm done here. Natsuki looks up with her glossy eyes. Her lip quivers. You're really nice to me. That sounds really strange coming from Natsuki. I didn't expect it at all. Well, I'm just treating you like a friend, you know? Natsuki lowers her head and stifles another sob. I'm not sure what happened to her today, but being nice is the least I could do. The next couple minutes are silent between us as I begin gathering the scattered books. I make sure to slip them into the box in their correct order. After a little bit, Natsuki starts helping. It isn't long before we're done, and I hoist the box onto the shelf where Natsuki wanted to put it. Then I get on the stool and quickly finish moving the rest of her books from the top shelf. Alright, that should do it. I hop off the stool. Natsuki averts her gaze. Thanks. It's nothing. Natsuki is holding the volume I set aside in her hands. Alright, I'm ready. Good. Even if you weren't, I'd make you anyway. You're taking responsibility for what you said and thinking about cheering me up. If you insist. We sit in the same spot as last time, and I open the second volume. If you guys remember, there was a cutscene where her and I sat against this wall here and read the first one. Yeah. I believe that's the last cutscene that we actually needed to get. Now that I think about it, I'll finish that in a sec. Natsuki's mood quickly improves, laughing and pointing things out to me. She's surprisingly sharp, making note of a lot of subtle, repeated jokes and background elements. In the end, I'm pretty impressed by how everything ties together in this manga. I guess Natsuki has good taste after all. After some time, Monica gets our attention as usual, and it's time to share poems again. Guess I'll be holding on to this for now. Yep, even if you sound more enthusiastic this time. Well, I'm starting to get into it, you know? I told you. Yeah. I returned to my seat and slipped the book into my bag. Alright, so we've seen the other ones. We've seen it when we bake cupcakes together. So that's it for Natsuki, unfortunately. That's a shame. It's a real shame. Natsuki kind of feels like the third wheel. Is that the right word? She kind of feels left out, in my opinion. I would have liked to have seen more from her, because she honestly seems really cool. She definitely has the most energy of everybody. So we're gonna move on to. We actually saw all of Yuri's as well, did we not? If there is another Yuri one, then that's the one we're gonna go to. If not, then we're going to the end of the game. All right. We're going to the end of this playthrough, because after that I have to continue playing through. I have to watch Sayori hang herself and all that stuff. Yeah, so I'll see you soon. Alright, so I'm not entirely sure what just happened. It turns out there was another little scene between Yuri and us. Looks like Monica got angry at Yuri, and now Yuri ran out of the room. And I'll read it from there. Alright. Let's see. She just ran out of the room. My mouth gapes. I suppose there's nothing wrong with that. Okay, let's go, Nick. Alright, so she drags me out of the room. Okay. Yuri quickly exits the room, and I follow. Once in the hallway, she suddenly puts her forehead against the wall. I'll move my mouse so you guys know where it is. I spoke without thinking. How could I say something like that? Yuri, something about the way she said that. It made me feel so irritated. What's wrong with me? No, Yuri. I think you did the right thing. I wasn't expecting it, but it's also not right for Monica to judge people like that. Nick, how come even when I do something bad, you're being nice to me? Because nothing that you do is as bad as you make it seem in your head. Nobody's perfect. We have emotions and we can't always hide them away. But you always amplify things in your head. Your mind turns a light rain into a hurricane. No. Wouldn't you hate me for something as terrible as that? Why would I hate you? I can't hate someone for having emotions. What kind of friend would do that? I agree with Nick here. I agree with him. Friend, you say? She lifts her head. Nick, I really like being friends with you. Thanks, Yuri. I like being friends with you too. I feel kind of awkward saying something like that. I'm doing my best to help Yuri feel better. Anyway, yeah. Shall we go? Yeah. Yuri and I walk to the nearest water fountain. Once we fill up the water pitcher, we return to the classroom. Oh, I guess we're getting tea. Oh! We did this scene already. No, we didn't. I don't remember reading that. It's like a different version that we've already seen once. We're reading a book with her. That's what's happening. Alright, cut to the end of the game. Nope. Okay, this is the last cutscene. Sorry, I was getting comfortable there. Or getting uncomfortable, I guess is the word. This should be the last cutscene, provided I did everything right. I really hope I have. It's been a while. Yeah, I think we've done it. She's not bringing up any text. Making sure. Yeah, I believe she does this for like 45 minutes. I might be wrong here. Alright, so now it's safe to delete her. So we're going to close this. Yes, I'm sure I want to quit. Okay. Oh, hey, the Bloodborne folder, because I wasn't thinking about this. Alright, let's go to Program x86, Steam apps, common, Doki Doki characters. Alright, we're just going to cut her out. Alright, we're just going to cut her out. We're going to put her onto my desktop. Sick. Okay. Oh, and now we got to start the game, which I closed Steam like an idiot. Alright, let's play Doki Doki. This should be okay now. Alright. Okay, so this should be leading us now to the, this is like right after all that dialogue. This should be leading us into the best ending, it says. It says following these paths will net you all the CG images. Carry on playing until you have to take a title screen. Select new game, and this is the best ending. Alright, here we go. It's an ordinary day of school, like any other. As usual, I'm surrounded by couples and friend groups walking to school together. I always tell myself it's about time I meet some girls or something like that. Hey Nick, well, there already is one girl. That girl's Sayori, my neighbor and good friend since we were children. We used to walk to school together every day, and recently we've picked up that habit once again. Nick, are you proud of me? For what? You know, for waking up on time? Well, you've been doing that for a while now. But you never even said anything about it, even though we walk to school together every day. Well, yeah, I always thought it was implied. It's embarrassing to say it out loud. Come on, please. It's good motivation. Fine. I'm proud of you, Sayori. We cross the street together and make our way to school. As we draw near, the streets become increasingly speckled with other students making their daily commute. By the way, Nick, have you decided on a club to join yet? A club? I told you already. I'm really not. I start to say what I always do, but I'm not interested in joining any clubs. But something tells me Sayori would take more offense to that. After all, how could I tell her that clubs are a waste of time when she's starting a club of her very own? Actually, yeah. I think I've decided on a club. Really? Which one? Tell me. I think I'll keep it a surprise. Boo! You meanie! Be patient. You'll find out soon enough. I used to ask myself why I let myself get lectured by a carefree girl. Then I started to realize that in a way, I envy her. When Sayori puts her mind to something, she can accomplish great things. So that's why I feel like I should do something special for her. The school day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. After I pack up my things, I stand up gathering my motivation. Let's see. I recall the room number of the club from the flyer I saw. I walk across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit, being generally used for third-year classes and activities. Before long, I find the room. I timidly open the door in front of me. Hello? Nick! What are you doing here? Well, I glance around the room. Huh? So you're the Nick that Sayori's always talking about. Oh, I've been doing Sayori's wrong voice. Whoops. Thank goodness you're stopping by. It's a pleasure to meet you, Nick. We're the Literature Club. I hope you enjoy your visit. Come on, Yuri. No need to be so formal. He's gonna think we're really strict or something. Sorry, Natsuki. The tall one, whose name is apparently Yuri, seems to be quite shy compared to the others. In comparison, the girl named Natsuki, despite her size, seems like the assertive one. Well, it's nice to meet both of you. I look forward to working with you. Working? Nick, don't tell me. That's right. The club I've decided to join is yours, Sayori. The Literature Club. Sayori's eyes light up. No way! No way! Ah! Sayori wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. Hey! Well, if Sayori's happy, then I'm sure it won't be so bad to have you around. Not to mention, there's 4 of us now. That means we can become an officially recognized club. I don't know what to say. We have to celebrate. What an appropriate day for that, isn't it? Yeah, after all, Natsuki decided to. Hey, don't ruin the surprise. Sorry. Everyone sit down at the table, okay? How about make some tea as well? The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner of the room where Natsuki grabs a wrapped tray and Yuri opens the closet. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sayori. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand. Okay, are you ready? Ta-da! Ooh! Natsuki lifts the foil off the tray to reveal a dozen white, fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like little cats. The whiskers are drawn with icing, and little pieces of chocolate were used to make ears. So cute! These look amazing. Yeah, well, you know, just hurry and take one. Sayori grabs one first, then I follow. It's delicious! Sayori talks with her mouth full and has already managed to get icing on her face. I turn the cupcake around in my fingers, looking for the best angle to take a bite. Natsuki is quiet. I can't help but notice her sneaky glances in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? I finally bite down. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki. Well, of course it is. I'm a pro after all. There's no need to thank me or anything. As Natsuki struggles to accept the compliment, Yuri returns to the table, carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray. You keep a whole tea set in this classroom? Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? I guess. Already trying to impress our new member, eh, Yuri? That's not... Yuri looks away. I meant that, you know, I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. So, Nick, what kind of things do you like to read? Well, considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga? I mutter quietly to myself, half jokingly. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces a rim of her teacup with her finger. My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me, and telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seemed so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds comfort in the world of books, not people. But you know, I like a lot of things, so don't feel intimidated if you don't read too much, okay? I'm certain we can find something we have in common. Hey Yuri! Yeah, eh? What about, you know, the first thing you said? Manga? That's right. Natsuki tends to read manga in the club room. Don't just say it! For some reason, Natsuki seems embarrassed about it. Besides, manga is literature too, you know. So, if Nick wants to read some of my manga, don't try to stop him or anything. Natsuki, I wouldn't do such a thing. However, it could also be nice for us to diversify ourselves a little bit. He could take this opportunity to try something new as well. Wouldn't you agree, Nick? Maybe? Sensing the tension, Sayori jumps in. Maybe we could all try something new. I think it would be fun, and we all get to know each other a little bit better too. I mean, that's the kind of things literature clubs do, right? I don't disagree or anything. Yeah, you're right as usual, President. Yeah, guess that means I should try picking up a novel or something, huh? Well, that would make two of us. I wouldn't mind doing it if I'm not the only one. Then as for Yuri, I have to read manga? Jeez, you were the one who suggested we should diversify. You should be a little more open-minded. It's kind of hurtful. Hurtful? I didn't realize. With a guilty expression, Yuri thinks to herself, I'm sorry for disrespecting your interest in Tsuki. If you're into it, then I'm sure it's a worthy form of literature. Are you just saying that? No, I've realized my error. So if you're willing to consider starting a novel, then I'll offer my gratitude by finding a manga to read as well. Really? I mean, it makes me happy that you do that for me, Yuri. Sorry, I was yawning at the same time. You can't trust me to find something that you'll really like, okay? You trust me to find something you'll really like, okay? Same here. Perhaps I'll visit the bookstore after club meetings. Just you? Would you like to come along with me? If you don't mind. Not at all. I always go alone, so... Yeah, me too. This is so cute. Sayori, shut up. I'll show you some manga there too, okay? Yes, I look forward to it. Aw, they're getting together. They're getting along. That's what I mean. That's awesome. Natsuki and Yuri start to clean up the food. I guess the meeting's over, huh? Yeah, looks like it. It's nice to see everyone getting along. Isn't it? I think everyone likes you too, Nick. You think so? Well, everyone always seems to get a little better with you around, Sayori. Aw, Nick. Don't say something like that. It's embarrassing. Well, whatever. I was surprised when you told me you were starting a club. I think you're pulling it off just fine. We're gonna make it the best club ever. Now that you joined, every day's gonna be so much fun. Hey, Nick. I really want to thank you. I mean, I'm really happy you joined the club and everything. Truth is, I already knew you were going to. There's actually something else. I wanted to thank you for spending so much time with us all. You worked so hard to make each and every one of us happy. You comforted us through our hard times, and you helped us all get along with each other. Do you get it, Nick? Because I'm president now, I understand everything. You really didn't want to miss a single thing in this game, did you? You saved and loaded so many times just to make sure you could spend time with everyone. Only someone who truly cares about the literature club would go that far. But all along, that's all I ever wanted. for everyone to be happy and care about each other. Sounds like my channel. It's kind of sad, you know. After all you've done there for us, there isn't much I could do in return. We've already reached the end of the game. So, this is where we say goodbye. Thank you for playing Doki Doki Literature Club. I'm gonna miss you, Nick. Oh my god. Come visit sometime, okay? We'll always be here for you. I got goosebumps. She's such an awesome character. Oh my god. We all love you. Monica? Hey.
Can you hear me?
Yep. Go for it.
It's me.
Play us that song.
You know how I've been like practicing piano and stuff?
Yep.
And not really any good at it yet.
That's
like,
okay.
At all.
Just play us the song so I can do my outro.
And I was kind of hoping that I could show it to you.
Please.
I worked really, really hard on it. So, yeah.
Go for it. And now. There we go. Well, that's the best ending of the game. And you know what? It's worth it. It's worth it. My heart is happy. That probably sounds weird, but I'm happy. I'm happy with this. I still think Monica doesn't deserve to be deleted. I think there should have been a way around it. But perhaps maybe she was jealous about the whole thing, you know? I don't know. I don't know what to think. I don't. I am very happy at this ending, though. I'm happy that Yuri and Natsuki got along, and Sayori is still amazing, and, well, Monica sang us a song, right? It's awesome. It's good. My favorite part. I love this part. I just want to hear it. I just want to listen to it. I love the guitar. We already watched this already, but we're just gonna stay here and talk, okay? Because I want to see them all colored. Everything we did. But yeah, we did it. I'm not sure about the game code thing. If anyone, I know Yamix knows about it. But if anyone else does as well, like, send me it, please. Like, we can call this game 100% completed. We've seen every ending, all the cutscenes. It's good. Like I said, this game is phenomenal. I'm very surprised. I'm very surprised. I already know the next visual novel thing we're gonna play. Not soon, but later. I already know what we're gonna do. I think you guys are gonna like it. You guys actually recommended it a long time ago. Like I said, I think this game is phenomenal just because, not because of the horror aspect of the files changing and suddenly faces and people killing themselves and stuff like that. That totally works. Like I said, you see yourself, you see all these commonalities of human nature within all the characters, and it's awesome. Monica's sticker! Yay! Yay! Oh, that scene. That was a scene. Hey, Monica. Special thanks to Monica and Nick. I guess, yeah, for putting on the show. Wouldn't be a game without Monica. Well, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this gameplay, this series. If you did, leave a like, comment, hit that like button. Oh, we got something to read. Hold up. And then I'll do my outro properly. To the special player who achieved this special ending. For years, I've been enamored by the ability of visual novels and games in general to tell stories in ways not possible. Traditional media. Doki Doki Literature Club is my love letter to that. Games are an interactive art. Some let you explore new worlds. Some challenge your mind in brand new ways. Some make you feel like a hero or a friend, even when life is hard on you. Some games are just plain fun. and that's okay too. Everyone likes different kinds of games. People who enjoy dating sims may have a heightened empathy for fictional characters, or they might be experiencing feelings that life has not been kind enough to offer them. If they are enjoying themselves, then that's all that matters. That goes for shooting games, casual games, sandbox games, anything. Preferences are preferences, and our differences are the reason we have a thriving video game industry. My own favorite games have always been ones that challenge the status quo. Even if it's not a masterpiece, any games that attempts something wildly different earns a special place in my heart. Anything that further pushes the limitless bounds of interactive media. I extend my true gratitude to all those who have taken the time to achieve full completion. I hope you enjoyed playing it as much as I enjoyed making it. Thank you for being a part of my literature club. Love, Dan Salvato. Well, Dan, props to you, man. Seriously. This was phenomenal. Phenomenal. Let's do this. Ready? You guys ready for the outro? Let's do this. Probably for the last time. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this series. If you did, leave a like, comment, and hit that like button. I love you all, you awesome, awesome people. And I will see you guys on another gameplay.